Today we are going to practice setting our boundaries. That's a tough one, right? We all struggle with setting our boundaries in our intimate relationships, work relationships, and especially family relationships. And this is a work that it gets cultivated, so the more you practice setting boundaries, the more you'll get good at it. This challenge could be in your life because in your childhood you maybe had parents that didn't respect your boundaries, like getting in your room without knocking at the door, or you had teachers that chose for you what to study and how to behave without even asking you, or having bosses that take decision for your schedule without consulting with you. So this gathers in time, and we may end up without the ability to set healthy boundaries, because we may set boundaries with yelling in an aggressive way or in a passive aggressive way, not choosing to discuss and close in ourselves and not talking with the other person. And the best way and the most assertive way is to set boundaries in a healthy way. And how can we practice setting boundaries before being in a situation where the boss came to us and he tell us that we need to work next week without asking us about our schedule, or our parents get into our room or into our lives without asking our opinion? How can we practice those boundaries? We can practice them by visualization and by doing body work, by using our body and our imagination, right? And what I want you to do now is I want you to close your eyes and to take a deep breath in. And I want you to know that you are in a safe space. This is a safe environment where you can imagine a situation when someone crosses your word or your boundary or a promise towards yourself. And I want you to imagine yourself with that person. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your parent, maybe it's your mother, whoever you choose today to work on. I want you to feel now that you are in that situation and that you start to gather more and more power inside of you. And that person come to yourself and tell you that in a way they will cross your boundaries. So I want you now to imagine that you use your hands and you create some space around you. It's like an imaginative circle. You can also create like a bubble above you and down, and it's like a big bubble full of light, and start to create also its walls. It could be round or it could be square. It could be made of light or it could be made of a material, a texture, whatever you want to be. But I want you now to create these boundaries, these imaginary boundaries close to you. And now when that person comes to you, he or she cannot cross this boundary because you have an energetic field around you. And I want you to start reinforcing this field, this circle, this bubble around you by imagining that you're getting strength into our feet from the earth and light from the universe through your head, that you charge that bubble more and more with more love, with more trust, with more self-confidence, and no one can step inside that bubble. And I want you to imagine that that person is coming now to you, and you feel like that bubble is so reinforced around you that nothing can ever pass without your agreement. And it's possible the first when you practice this, some energy still get through, but the more you'll practice it, when you want to set a boundary with your boss, with your mother, with your partner, practice this before in the mirror and reinforce this light, this bubble, this circle. And the more you'll practice it, the more confidence you'll have in yourself, and the more you'll practice setting boundaries, the more you'll be good at it. So I wish you success with this practice and cannot wait for you to share with me how you felt. And I wish you a really nice day and evening ahead. Take care.